Hey, how's it going, guys? So today I'm just going to be doing another weekend review and talking about the top stories that have been happening around sports and giving my opinion to it. So first of all, I just wanted to say if you have not yet followed my Twitter or my Instagram, follow both of those because I'm going to be posting on those almost every single day about my opinions on different sort of sports news, and I want to be able to have a cool interactive sort of conversations with you guys, and we'd be able to converse about our different opinions about sort of different sort of topics, and I think it'd be really kind of cool. So follow me on either of those. So today I just want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about the World Series, the hot seats for a few coaches in the NFL, what happened to the Patriots last night, and then talk about what's been going on with the Golden State Warriors. So I just want to start right off with the World Series. What an amazing series. It was crazy. And it's awesome for the city of Washington to finally get a baseball world championship. It was really cool to be able to see all the team and the city so ecstatic, and it's crazy how they were able to come back from how well the Astros were able to first come back, and then the Nats were able to come back and win 7-2 in Game 6 and then cause a Game 7, and then they were able to just blow the game wide open. It was crazy. Such an amazing series, such a great thing for the sport of baseball, especially with the ratings going down. But it'll be interesting to see what the Nationals do this offseason with Steven Strasburg now a free agent, Anthony Rendon now a free agent, Daniel Hudson, and much more players. I think they have about like 6 more players that are gonna be on free agency. So it'll be interesting what team they have for next year and if they will improve or if they're gonna get any worse. And so the next thing that I want to talk about is the hot seats for the NFL coaches, and some of the coaches like Adam Gase and Freddie Kitchens just haven't been able to figure things out. Let's start first with Freddie Kitchens. They had a lot of hype going into the season. The Cleveland Browns did, especially when they had the trade for Odell Beckham Jr., and they just haven't been able to find a way to utilize him to the best of his abilities. And you could even see that in a report. I guess he said on the sideline that I can't get the ball to save my life. And when a player is vocalizing that, you need to understand as a coach, I need to find a way to get him in the playbook because he's one of the best players on the field. So if I'm not able to get him incorporated and make the right plays to help Baker succeed, then Baker's going to not be able to succeed as well as he can. Because you saw it last year, in the last 8 games, him and Kitchens were able to work really well together, but you're just not seeing that same chemistry. So I think the Cleveland Browns might need to take a deep look at their coaching situation and figure out if they want to continue with this after what's been going on after the last 8 weeks, and I'm sorry, the last 9 weeks. And so the same thing goes with Adam Gase. I mean, it's even worse. I mean, Gase looks like he's clueless out there. I mean, it's even worse when you have a quarterback who didn't start the first 4 weeks because of mono, already has a tendency to get nervous under pressure and throw turnovers. And if you're not able to give him the confidence to be able to want to throw confidently and also be able to set him up for success, then your team's not going to be able to perform well. And that showed perfectly when they lost to this winless Dolphins. Oh my God, that was gross. That was gross. I couldn't even believe it. I mean, it's crazy to think that with all the hype that the Jets have, they weren't able to piece everything together, and now they could see another season in the top 3 for the 5th season in a row in the draft. It's just very embarrassing for the franchise, for the city, and it's upsetting because they had a lot of great options for coaches, and they decided to go with the former Dolphins head coach, which in my opinion really didn't make too much sense. So it'll be interesting if he even keeps a job after this last week. And so now let's talk about the Patriots. Now they're 8-1, and now it finally showed their true identity. They're not the same offense without Gronkowski. You can see that Brady isn't as efficient throwing the ball downfield or even being able to get the ball into the end zone, because there was 2 times where they were right in the red zone and then they had to kick a field goal at 25 yards. Like, come on. Like it wouldn't made too much of a difference because of the mistakes with Julian Edelman's fumble and that sort of stuff. And the Ravens were really playing well last night. But if they were able to capitalize off of those 2 red zone opportunities, the game could have been a one or two score game away, and they would have been able to, I believe, with Brady's magic that he has, make it up and make it a lot closer, and they could have potentially win the game. But with those sort of mistakes with Edelman fumbling the ball and Lamar being able to scramble around, the defense not being able to control the run as well. They have a lot of stuff that they got to work on going into the bye week. But it'll be interesting when they play the Eagles, when they play the Cowboys, when they play the Chiefs. All those teams, it'll be a great test to see sort of how good this Patriots team really is. And now moving on to basketball, it really stinks to see how the Warriors were as high as they were for the last 4 years, and how they've really dipped down just because of injuries. Curry's out, Thompson's out, Draymond Green's out, and you really look at the starting five, and you don't recognize any of the players. It's crazy, and thank God that they got D'Angelo Russell in that trade, because they would have been screwed. It'll be interesting to see how they continue on for the rest of the season, and how Curry's able to find a way, once he does get back, to be able to regroup that team to be a winning sort of contending sort of team. And I think it'll be a whole learning experience. It'll be a great way for everybody to really have that sort of losing sort of feeling, because they've been on top so much. And it'll be really interesting to see how that all pans out. Let me know your guys' opinions with all these sort of topics down in the comment section below. As like I said at the start of the video, I'm going to be posting almost daily about sports news on my Twitter and on my Instagram. So follow both of those. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. Let me know what you guys think about these videos. I really do enjoy doing them and just talking about sports in general. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya.